This is a HeadGum podcast.
I wonder if it sounds different.
I really hope that it does.
Wait.
But why would it sound different?
I'm a little worried that the audio in this is going to be intrigue because it's echoey still, kind of.
Yeah, it could be a little bit weird, so sorry if there's any, weirdness to this podcast, but, we'll be working out the kinks.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to a new episode of Coffee with Crachel. I'm Rachel.
I'm Chris.
And
we are fucking broadcasting from a whole new place.
I was going to say broadcasting too. I was trying to figure out exactly how to word it.
So we moved.
We
We are in our new apartment.
If you're a new listener to the podcast,
this has been an ongoing saga for a while.
We have been giving you guys updates along the way for the last 2 months, pretty much. I think that's when we looked at the apartment in November, wasn't it?
Yeah, November, maybe December.
I don't remember. Either way, it's been a decent amount of time.
It's been a wild ride.
But we finally moved in yesterday.
Yes.
And today we did a lot of unpacking. And so that's what this episode is all about, our new apartment.
Yep, but before we do that, let's talk about the coffee. Mm-hmm. So this is from Lauren, who has sent us some coffee in the past. So Lauren... Double dipping. Hey.
Oh my god. Double benching.
Double benching.
That's it.
So I guess Lauren is in Michigan because she sent us a Michigan coffee before, and now we've got another one again.
That was the pronunciation, right?
Yes, I'm pulling that out here. It's Leelanau.
Leelanau.
Coffee Roasting Company.
Well, that's rootin' tootin'.
It says Michigan Signature Coffee, and this is caramel and pralines flavor, which I'm a fan.
I am fucking this up right now.
This is a great cup of coffee. I'm a fan of caramel and pralines.
Can we just set the scene here, guys? It's 12:30 at night.
Yep.
We have been unpacking all day.
We've been doing this shit for 48 hours straight now.
Yeah, but it's clean in here finally, and we pretty much only have one more box to undo.
Yep.
But everything else is put away. But it's fucking late, and we're drinking this, but I kind of need it. Also, Lila, you might hear her a lot in this episode. She's enjoying herself, but she's been a lot more vocal.
She's been screaming a lot. It's really weird.
It's kind of fucking bizarre. Yeah,
okay.
As you can see or hear. But anyway.
So, we got the caramel and pralines flavor coffee.
Mm-hmm.
This bag is really great. It's got a nice, it came with a fucking clip that you put over the top of it. That's great.
Every bag of coffee should come with that clip. And by the way, we're keeping that clip because it's a nice gold, and I think it would look really cute.
Honestly, we'll clip all of our bags of coffee with these.
Oh my god, you're right. We could fucking use it for the rest of the bags.
Listen, reduce, reuse, recycle.
Rihanna. You forgot. I got that from Broad City. A lot of people were quoting me about that on Twitter. The first time I said it, I was like, listen, that is not me.
You do not take any credit for this.
I wish I was cool. Apparently they're getting a third season.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so that's the coffee. It's really good.
I'm so tasty. It's very, I'm not usually a huge caramel in my coffee kind of person, but this is, perfect.
See, I can always go for a nice caramel latte at Starbucks, which I know is, nothing, to compare, but...
I like caramel macchiatos.
They're a good time, too.
Yeah.
So, we moved, as we said, and that was an experience.
I think the easiest move out of all of our moves.
Yes, it was still had a lot of work and stress. Not a lot of stress, I'd say, but
honestly, I was not as stressed as I thought.
Yeah,
a couple of
that's a fair statement.
A couple of stupid shits happened.
Oh yeah.
And we weren't gonna let it become a 2015. We got some curveballs, but they weren't 2015. They were very 2016. Ha, gotcha.
Yeah, I feel like that's 2016.
2016 is your stomach drops, and then they're LOL, JK.
Fooled you there.
Yeah, I've been saying that this year is God's SNL audition tape. If you know what I'm saying. Anyway, so basically, originally we weren't gonna, enlist any of our friends to help us because we never really ask for anyone to help us with anything.
We don't want to be a burden.
And everybody's fucking working, so we were moving around. Well, we got to see the apartment at 9.
Yeah.
And then we were moving at 11 because that was when the U-Haul got here. So originally we weren't going to have anybody help us. And then our friend Natalie offered and we were like, yes. We were like, oh my god, all you have to do is watch this truck. You don't even have to lift anything. You just have to watch the truck. But anyway, let's start from the beginning.
Yeah, so we woke up on Tuesday real super early because we were excited. And
so pumped. I even put on BB cream. It was crazy.
And then we headed over to the apartment to, it was basically just get our keys. We had already signed our leases and shit, which was fabulous.
I just had to give them my money. So we had an appointment at 9:30 at the apartment complex, and we show up and I have my money and everything, and they needed our IDs and stuff, and we had to send them a picture of the cat because they needed to have the cat. Oh, by the way, you guys are going to hear some toilet flushes.
Yeah, that's going to be the new ambiance noise, but we'll get more into that later.
Yeah, so that was probably the first one. I wonder if they'll even be able to hear it.
Who knows?
But anyway, so we get there, and we do all the stuff that we needed to do, and so if you guys didn't listen to the last episode, we talked about how originally we were supposed to be 2 floors lower, and so we had a different apartment number at first, and that was on our rentals insurance or whatever.
Yeah.
And so
because I was proactive and shit, and I had changed it a couple of days ago and everything.
So you hadn't changed it to the new 2 levels up or whatever. So we're in the office.
No, I had, but
it just hadn't shown up.
It takes a couple days for them to make up the new document and send it to you. So I could prove that I did it, but I didn't have that document, which is what I thought they needed.
Yeah, so they were like, yeah, we need this proof, and otherwise we can't give you the keys. And we're like, well, it's your fucking fault that we have a different apartment number. You know what I mean? This fucking sucks.
And so we were sitting there both of our stomachs dropped.
I was like, oh no, we're not going to be able to get into the apartment today.
2015 is back with a vengeance.
But then we were able to just show them a screenshot of some random fucking page that proved it.
Yeah. So that was a crisis averted there.
God, I was gonna be so mad. Mm-hmm. And the guy said it was just because you wanted to make sure because we have a flat glass top stove, mm-hmm. and he was like, you gotta really be sure because one time I put a cardboard box on my stovetop and you can obviously assume what happened. And I'm thinking in my head, I'd never fucking do that.
God.
I feel nothing on my countertop is not going to be flammable. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be so fucking paranoid.
Yeah. So after that whole crisis that we averted, we got our keys, mm-hmm. and we came up, did a little pre-inspection thingy, and
at this point I'm so wet.
Yeah.
I'm just screaming. Because we hadn't seen this unit yet.
Yeah, exactly. So on that same note, we got some photos sent to us when we realized that we were going to get this new place. And so we saw in the photos that we were going to be able to see the Space Needle pretty clearly. And so when we got into the apartment, it was a cloudy day, and the Space Needle was actually completely hidden in fog and cloud.
Oh my god.
And so we were like, oh my god, did they Photoshop the Space Needle into this photo?
Because it literally disappeared.
It was gone
completely. Someone took white out and was nope.
Yeah, it was really weird.
It looked so fucked up. But
it came back, it was starting to peek from the clouds, and now it is smiling down on us.
It's lit. It's actually lit up.
Lit.
I love it because we're so close that we can see that little elevator that's lifting a bunch of people, and I'm like, hey guys. And then you really see how fast that elevator is.
It's really fucking nuts.
We've only been up there once.
Yeah, but that was a great time, and I want to go again.
I would do it again.
Yep. So Anyway, we get the apartment, we get the keys, the guy leaves, we're kind of just like flipping the fuck out and filming apartment tours.
Yeah, we filmed 2. One for my YouTube channel, so like with YouTube language, you know, like, hey guys, and then one for your family, we're like, look at this fucking cabinet.
Yeah.
Actually, my apartment tour was kind of like that too.
Yeah, so that was a good time. And then we kind of just like admired like everything that we had right before. Like we were kind of like, we don't want to go do the work yet, but like
I know, because the U-Haul wasn't until 11, which honestly was so perfect because we had enough time that we could like chill here and look at everything and like get all the and like look at the surrounding area and stuff. So anyway, exciting shit.
We got the U-Haul after that, and that was just like it all went smoothly, but it just took forever.
It was just such a long process.
I didn't think we were actually going to fill up the U-Haul, but, like, we did.
I know. I mean, it was a small U-Haul, guys. Like, it was not the biggest one I've ever seen.
Yeah. Like...
But we have enough shit.
Just goes to show that, like, we did a pretty damn good job at, like, hiding things in, like, cabinets and whatnot.
Yeah. And, like, here, I feel like, I don't know. It's just crazy. It's nuts.
So, Natalie came over at this point and was helping us with... just loading up the U-Haul.
Basically, the back of the U-Haul trucks where all your shit goes doesn't lock, which is like, what the fuck? I don't understand.
I could have swore that they did, but maybe it's just like the bigger models. I don't know. Is that an upgrade I gotta buy?
Oh my god, because he spent $7.99 on a fucking dolly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Golly.
he kept saying, he was like, this is so bougie. I got all of the hookups. I got the extra padding. I got this $7 dolly. I was like, you're such a piece of shit.
Yeah, the last time all I did was bought the bare bones.
I know. Jesus. You had your dad help you.
Yeah.
That's the real bare bones. Berenstain bones.
Oh my god. So, you know, we... did all of the packing. And
basically, like, we just needed Natalie to chill at the truck so no one stole my shit. Because, like, I mean, that's just asking for everyone to steal your shit.
I hear about it all the time. And that's with people that, like, actually have locks on their
walls.
Like, I never will leave mine, like, abandoned.
I know. So, we're, like, loaded up the thing, and the elevators in our old apartment complex were always just, like, insanely slow. And... that was just making it, like, even more frustrating, because, like, we just had to wait 10 minutes to get each elevator.
It was the worst part of everything. We would have been done, like, I don't know, it took us, like, 3 or 4 hours to unload everything out of the apartment, but it would have been, like, half that time.
I know. If we had the fucking same elevator that we have here.
Yeah. Oh, my God. You mean the freight elevator?
It's so nice.
Literally for freight.
Yeah, it was amazing. But, so it did take forever. But it was fine. Like, nothing broke. We didn't have, like... I was really terrified that we weren't going to be able to get the couch out. Like...
Oh, yeah. That was surprisingly easier than we thought.
And we only dismantled the bed.
Yeah, that was the only piece of furniture we had to take apart. And, I mean, it sucked having to rebuild that later on that night. But
yeah, at like 12.
There was no way that thing would have fit. It's just a big... piece of furniture.
And it's fucking heavy.
Yeah, it's definitely...
My arms, guys, are, like, killing me right now. For like...
Oh my god, yeah, my legs are killing me right now again, too.
It's fucked up.
So, pack it all up. We get over to the new apartment, and we get the freight elevator, like, locked down for us. And so we got this thing for, like, the rest of the day to unpack.
Now, why don't you explain what that is? Because I was like, I never even knew that this was a thing.
What do you mean?
Like a freight elevator. Like, what is it?
It's just, like, an elevator that some places have to load up really big things on.
Yeah.
What they call it freight, I guess.
But the best part is that, like, it stays at the top of the floor. So, like, you go up to your floor, and the door's open, and it stays there. So if it's filled with a bunch of shit, all you gotta do is pull it all out into the hallway.
Yep.
Into your apartment. And then the elevator's still fucking there.
Yeah.
it's so
really
nice.
Really fucking nice.
And it's huge, so, like, and it was really fast. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. All the elevators in this building in general are pretty speedy.
I just am not used to that. Mm-hmm. You know what I wasn't used to? Music being played in the lobby.
Yeah, that was interesting.
I was like, what? Today's hits.
Yeah, it's today's hits. It's
and
not
I'm gonna
just
love
like some
that.
random like.
And maybe yesterday's favorites.
Oh my god. Oh shit. Alright, so we get to the new apartment. Natalie left us, but that was okay. We were like, thank you so much.
You're like, you can leave.
You've helped us more than we've asked. Like, you can go.
Yeah.
But though we started unloading into the new apartment, which went a lot faster than I thought it would, thanks to that freight elevator.
Yeah,
like,
thank God.
It sped it up so
And that
much.
was literally with, like, us each having to switch off, one of us moving the shit and the other person watching the truck, like, on and off.
Yep.
Oh my God. By the way, subtle sexism underlying tone that happened. So,
Okay.
there's, like, at this point, I'm watching the truck, and Chris is, like, putting stuff in the apartment, right? And there's this guy that keeps, like, walking by, like, coming in the building and, like, leaving and shit.
Yeah.
And I've seen him, like, maybe 3 times, and we keep doing that, like, white people polite smile shit.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
So that all happens fine and dandy. Then, at one point, I'm up in the apartment with, like, 8 fucking cardboard boxes and that giant IKEA fucking shelving unit. And I'm lifting that solo into the apartment. I come down, and I'm, like, dead. And you go back up, and the guy comes out, and he's like, you got the easy job. And I was like, I wanted to fucking snap.
God.
I was like, what are you talking about? I just took stuff up. He's like, you've just been sitting there all day. And I literally wanted to kill him.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to die.
At this point in the day, like, you know, we were just, like, tired, so, like, we don't mind taking
I hadn't
shit from
eaten.
anybody. Yeah,
we had not eaten since, like, 9 a.m. At this point, it's, like, 5 o'clock, okay?
Yep.
Just set the tone. My BB cream is, like, crumbling off my face. And then Marissa came by and, like, saw the apartment, and then we went and got food. And I needed that food.
Food never tasted so good.
I was like chugging lemonade.
Yeah.
So
It was pretty much all that happened. Then we went back, and we
had to go get the cats.
Yeah, we had a zip car, and we got the cats real fast. Plus, like,
electronics.
Yeah, the Mac and the TV and
that shit was not going in the U-Haul.
Yeah, we had some glass panes too that we didn't want to put in the U-Haul.
Yeah,
and so we brought that over, and then.
It was a mess.
Yeah, we tried our best to at least make, like, a walking path through the apartment and build the bed because we needed to sleep.
Yeah, and we did put a lot away. Like, I was pretty impressed with how much we put away, but it was still Box City until today. But
yeah, then we woke up and we did just putting stuff away, and we just finished probably, like, an hour ago.
Yeah, and we showered.
Yeah, so it's pretty much everything, as we said.
I literally have one box, and then all of our clothes need to be hung, but, like, it's over. They're in the closet.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So, now that we went through kind of, like, the
what
day...
happened? Let's talk about this shit.
Let's talk about how this is, by and far, like, my most favorite place I've lived, and it is
by far the nicest place I've ever lived.
It's stunning. It's got all the bells and whistles that we ever wanted, and we are so fucking happy.
We keep, like, being excited over, like, the tiniest little things that I'm assuming that, like, so many of the people that we know, like, are like, wait, this is something that's exciting for you? Like, having
exactly.
oh my God, don't even get me started about the oven. The oven itself.
The oven is my surprise
thing.
Surprise fave, you know?
Can I get some more coffee? Let's fucking...
Yeah. Here you go. I didn't think about the oven, you know. I took it for granted. But
speaking of granite,
oh my God, granite countertops, they're fabulous.
They have, like, little shimmers and sparkles and shit. I need a little creamer.
Oh yeah.
Is that still in the fridge?
Yes, it's in the fridge.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go a little bit more on the light cream side. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Kind of like, not me. I don't know. But anyway.
So that fucking oven, it has all the features we want. It's got a glass top for the burners, so no coils.
And they gave us, like, special cleaner to use on it. And, like, I remember them showing it to us when we toured this place, and I thought they were going to make us buy it. They fucking gave it to us.
That was really nice.
All we got at Balfour was a fucking plunger. And, like, I think they accidentally left that there.
Yeah, I think they did.
Like, it was a maintenance dude.
Yep. And so it's got glass top burners. It's got an electronic, like, display on the front, and it tells you the exact temperature of the oven
in the inside,
and it will beep when you're, like, preheating to something when it's done.
It started beeping. I was like, what is that? And he was like, it told me it was done preheating. And I was like, oh my God. Like,
I bet if you went back and watched, like all Crachel cooks, I bet you half of them like could have been improved with like actually having an oven that had the correct temperature and told us what that temperature was.
Okay, so macarons,
Yes.
aka those little French cookies, they're hard as hell to make.
Yeah.
And if your oven is not like totally perfectly calibrated and shit, it can get fucked up so quick. So I plan on making those. Maybe I'll make them with Rebecca sometime soon.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Because we made them at her house. And I want to test this because I feel like that's the ultimate test to see if your oven is hot shit, if you know what I'm saying.
So the other part of it though too is that like it's so big. It is so wide. That's probably the widest oven I've ever
I'm
used.
gonna stuff such a goddamn huge turkey in that oven this year.
Oh my god.
Thanksgiving 2016.
It's gonna be so lit.
Oh my god. Every side. Because we had a hand wash all of our Thanksgiving dishes, guys.
Yes.
And we were like, alright, we'll save it to like 2 sides and then like canned cranberry sauce, you know what I mean? This year, I'm gonna say like 20 sides.
Everything. We are doing
everything.
The works.
And we're gonna have people over at least because we cannot do that.
And you said it because we had the hand wash last year, the dishwasher.
Oh.
We used it.
Guys,
It's fabulous.
I think that might be my favorite thing about the apartment.
See, I knew that was going to be like one of my faves, one of my top 3 coming in. It was the stove that came up from behind and surprised me.
I know what my top favorite is. The temperature.
Oh my god.
So the one hiccup that we realized is we have a portable air conditioner that we bought, and it's not going to work in this apartment because
just the way the windows
are
set up.
Yeah, they're just like, they're not the windows we're accustomed to, okay? So we're probably going to have to sell that. But hey, if anybody in Seattle needs an air conditioner,
hit us up.
it works really well, by the way. It's fucking brand new. Alright, this is not Craigslist. I'm all over the place. Anyway, so I was upset about that, but we realized, so we, it's probably no secret that we moved closer to the water, if that makes any sense. And I didn't think about that before in terms of like
we did not
the
think about
temperature.
This at all.
It is so fucking cold, and also the wind and the breeze.
Yes.
And this is a good thing, by the way.
Yeah, it's a really good thing.
Because I was used to like the stagnant air, and also it just being like really hot in our apartment because it's like the one that was facing the sun like perfectly.
Our old apartment was it was south facing, and it was farther away from the ocean, and so like the sun is pretty much going to be hitting into, depending on the time of year, it's going to be hitting into the apartment like pretty much all year round.
Yeah. I mean, it was really great lighting, and I loved that, but it was so hot. And it was also a lot smaller.
Yeah, and so here we are facing, I think we're facing northward, and
I have no fucking idea where I am.
it's either north or northwest, and we're way closer to the ocean, so it's like the temperature in this apartment is so cold all day long.
Guys, it's fucked up. And like the walls are concrete beyond like what we have.
Yes.
Like
so
this whole building is made of concrete, basically.
It's an old building.
And the floor underneath what we have is concrete. So like the walls are cold to the touch, the floor is cold, which I'm not complaining because I like that.
Oh yeah.
I'm a fucking sweaty bitch.
I love having a cold room so much, and I am so happy that it is so cold.
Usually, like, okay, not to be, like, relationships, like, weird gushy, but, like, alright, so normally at night we cuddle, whatever. It happens. And fucking, there's always a point in the night where we just get too warm, and we have to, like, fuck off. And last night, our first night sleeping here, we never had to fuck off. Because like, it was so cold.
You could never get warm.
I was, like, and all we had was, so the windows have, like, this, like, you know, like, the screen area or whatever, but they have this cool, like, latch thing at the top, and if you open it, it just, like, is, like,
the small little slit of air that it allows in.
Yeah. And so it just circulates, and, like, that alone makes it so cold in here.
Like, we're gonna try it tonight with just that little slit, because it
just the slit?
Oh my god.
I feel like we're writing erotica right now.
It was just too damn cold last night. It was so fucking cold. I wonder how the cats were like, if they were a little chilly.
They have a plush fur coat.
Milo's got some nice chunks for insulation.
I know. Squeezy's underbrush getting very long.
Oh yeah.
But anyway.
But we did derail there from, like, we were talking about the dishwasher.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
It...
My only complaint is that it's small, but guess what?
Yeah.
I can't not complain because I have a dishwasher. Like,
it's so nice.
We washed a bunch of, like, the lids that have the glass on them
for your pots and pans.
Yeah. So we've scrubbed them, and, like, no matter how much we scrub, they never look clean.
It's just like soap scum.
Yeah, you're right. It's the scum.
Yeah.
And we fucking ran them through the dishwasher. Sparkling. And
Like,
we used shitty dish detergent.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't use good stuff. We're not that bougie.
No. So,
Fuck.
it's just revolutionizing our lives.
I know, honestly. And it's lemon and...
Oh my god, we are just really fucking up right
Lemony Snicket. But, yeah, the dishwasher is probably one of my favorite features.
Other cool things that are going on here, the sink has, like, one of those heads that, like, you can... like pull down and move it around,
which is like, whoa,
this is like crazy.
And the sink depth. Can we talk about the depth?
That was like one thing.
I could swim in that goddamn sink. You should pull up. I know I made you write down.
Yeah, no, that was one of the things that you wanted me to write down. Like,
even in the bathroom, and like I'm used to. So I have like a Camelback that I fill up all day with water. And, okay, this is, like, such a stupid problem. Like, by the way, this entire podcast is totally privileged as hell.
Yes.
And, like, really fucking first world, and it's, like, embarrassing, but I'm still excited about my new apartment.
Yeah.
So, I fill up my Camelback, right? Oh, there's the toilet. And in the old apartment, I could not fill it up in the bathroom sink. And I know that sounds like it's not, like, an issue. Like, oh, bitch, you have a fucking kitchen sink. Well, when your kitchen sink is full of dishes every day,
have a dishwasher,
you can't like fill up water bottles. So I was always like, my plants died, okay?
Yeah.
The plants inside me. But yeah, this sink in the bathroom though, I could literally submerge Squeezy completely. We could give Lila her next bath in that sink.
No, God, that's a little.
That's asking for a little splish and splash.
Yeah, definitely. Holy shit.
Bold and brash, splish splash.
So, I think that, like, there's some things on the list, but I think we should take a moment right now to acknowledge something that's really benefited from this apartment.
Yes. Yes.
Nothing.
That was intentional, guys.
There was no noise.
Your phones are not fucked up right now.
We are farther away from the hospitals because we are actually living pretty close to, like, the hospitals, and we are like
that was the least of our problems.
Well, yeah, I know, it's just like ambulances.
True.
And then we're more removed from like the road. We're farther back from the road.
There's no construction.
There's no construction. There's no porta potties out my window or no like construction lamps outside my fucking window.
It's dark. Oh my god. Last night we turned off all the lights and I couldn't see anything.
Like I had my hand in front of my face and I couldn't see it. Like
I can't. It's been 2, maybe less, like a year and a half, because like they didn't really start building up that tall right away. Yeah. But like literally for the last year and a half, our apartment has been well lit 24/7.
Yes, it was terrible.
It was so bright. I can't believe it. And that wasn't something that I really complained about because I got used to it, and now I'm like, oh my god, darkness.
It's so amazing.
I hope I don't become sensitive to like not being able to sleep in a lot of situations.
Yeah, I hope that doesn't change.
I like to sleep in a lot of situations.
So it's fucking dark, and it's quiet,
it's
and
silent.
It's cold.
Even when you open the window, all you hear is the wind.
Yeah.
Which is like,
it's nuts.
What? You don't hear people yelling, Phil, pick up that pole!
Yeah.
Buddy!
Holy shit.
It's fucked up. I've only heard like 3 sirens.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's nuts.
Which, by the way, I just thought of this. You should check out in a little bit. Rachel's going to be putting up. Your next video is going to be
and the apartment tour.
Yeah, it's going to be an apartment tour. So if you want to see like all the shit we're talking about, like check out your channel. Will be up in the next couple days.
You guys should also follow me on Snapchat because I've been like just documenting the fuck out of all of this.
Yeah,
so
you get some sneak peeks of it.
It's Rachel Whitehurst. And also on Snapchat I'm gonna be showing off like what the construction site looks like once we give the keys back. Because I'm just waiting to film that, just like because we're gonna be doing stuff.
Yeah.
But
so other things that have been exciting about this place. there's a lot of amenities to this place. That's something that we were really looking forward to.
I'm not used to that.
So,
what's the word for being amenitied? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's the word for
amenifying?
Just that sounds like, I don't know what it sounds like.
Honestly. But we can get like notifications by text message that we have a fucking package. Like that's
what?
Very crazy.
In our last building, they like would never even remember to put the slip on your fucking mailbox.
Yeah, like it's insane. And we can also buzz people into our building using our phones.
Yeah! What
That's
the
crazy!
fuck?
I did not even know that was an option.
We kind of already did that via text messaging.
Yeah.
But, like, that's so, for a lack of a better word, swaggy.
Yeah.
Like that is swaggy.
They just, like, dial up your, like, fucking phone number in the system, and, like, we can, like, just buzz them in by pressing a button, and it's fucking nuts.
How do we know who it is?
You can like still talk, like, and it'll just come out of the intercom on their end, and they can talk back into it.
Oh my god, my voice is gonna be in that little intercom. That's so wild. Oh my god, it's gonna be
crazy.
Like, oh, the FedEx people or some shit.
But there's always this like events and shit that they're doing in here too. Like we're getting like some coffee, like this weekend or something like that.
And it's not like, okay, our last building did that shit too, but it would be like, you know those bags of bagels that you get at the grocery store?
Yeah.
It would be like those. And they're already cut in like quarters. Mm-hmm. And by the time you get down there, there's like 1 quarter left. Okay.
With some lukewarm Philadelphia cream cheese little packets.
You guys know, maybe you don't, but I had this whole thing about lukewarm cream cheese back in the day. Mm-hmm. I have an entire like tirade about it.
God.
Well, wait. We'll save that for like a dining hall episode or some shit.
that would be great.
We have many stories, but anyway, I'm trying to think. Let me look at your list.
So, I just looked at it. Another thing was that
I'm just overwhelmed.
We've been mentioning the toilet noises that have been going on. Like that's because when you flush a toilet, you're like getting sucked to Narnia.
Literally, the big one's gonna happen when I take one big shit and then flush it in that toilet. I feel like I'm getting sucked to that area in Interstellar where it's like the bookcase like reflected, like one of these
it's the black hole that's gonna take you to that dimension.
That's how you do it. That's how you.
Oh my god, is this how you enter the Berenstain universe?
Oh my god.
Or wait, I don't know, the Steen. Where are we?
We're in the Steen. Oh my god.
No, are we in the Stain? Because
we are now. We are Steam. Maybe that's how you get back. I think that's something that was in Nemo. Like they mentioned that.
Yeah, oh my god.
It's so true. The porcelain throne is what they would say.
Oh, fuck.
Anyway, I don't know if it's porcelain.
So the toilets are really fucking powerful, and
I like it.
The Squeezy runs away like every time.
So Squeezy's like a creature of habit, and he always comes to the bathroom like with us, and now he has to leave violently, which is fine. He was so angry. Like, okay, first of all, Squeezy has moved like 8 billion times. He's fucking flown.
He's been through so many places. He was in our first apartment, then we moved apartments, then like he would go to my house sometimes.
Oh, he's been everywhere.
And then he flew across to the first Seattle one, and now he's moved to here. So he's fucking like, he's been traumatized with this shit.
So we were like, oh, he'll take it really well because he's been there, done that. Lila's gonna be a little bitch. Turns out, Squeezy has, like, a lot of feelings.
He was throwing a temper tantrum for a day. He's fine now, but
yeah,
like,
yesterday he was hissing. Like,
he was being a little babo.
I know.
Like,
it's because he was nervous and he didn't know where anything was. And, I don't know.
I get it. I expected there to be, like, nervousness and like scaredness from them.
It was so funny though.
Lila was scared, but her response was not to like hiss at us. It was to be up our asses and incessantly looking for love and like comfort.
I think it was because the day that we moved in, we also left them alone in an empty apartment for like a good few hours while we were moving the shit into our new one.
Speaking of that, like, we were talking about it later last night. we were thinking, like, so Lila and Squeezy are both locked up in the bathroom, which was spacious enough for both of them. But, like, can you imagine being locked with Lila in a room for like 6 hours straight.
Okay, it wasn't 6 hours. It was like, that was when we were just moving the furniture out.
Oh, yeah.
It was like 3 hours.
It was like 3 hours.
But still.
Can you imagine, especially being squeezy? Like,
yeah.
Like, that would be... Oh, my God.
And then afterwards, he was just, like, in an empty apartment with her, being like, what the fuck? And then we moved him into a new apartment with a ton of shit everywhere. So he was upset, and Lila didn't give a fuck.
Lila is like SpongeBob, and Squeezy is Squidward. And like, just
absolutely.
imagining like Lila being like, "Oh my God, Squeezy, let's play I Spy. Let's play a game. Like, let's do something." And Squeezy just being like a nervous, twitchy mess.
He's like, "Shut up, please." Oh my God.
Oh shit.
They're fucked up. It's fine.
They're both fine now though. They're
adjusting. They're finding all of their new nuances.
Yeah, their windowsills are very wide enough for their chunks.
Which I'm happy about.
Yes, and they're just, enjoying the space, which we haven't mentioned yet. There is so much space.
Okay, so when we first walked in and it was empty, which you guys will see in the apartment tour, because the one I filmed is of the completely empty unit.
Yes.
I'm gonna obviously update it once we decorate and do shit. But, like, it looked bigger, but I was like, okay, I guess it's, like, still, like, a studio,
Yeah.
I wasn't really sold on how large it was, but then a couple of friends had told me, and they're like, every time you put furniture in a space, it looks bigger. I mean, if you do it correctly, the right way.
And so I feel like when you first told me that, I was like, really? That doesn't sound like it makes sense, but...
Yeah.
So...
But, I mean, honestly, if you think about our old apartment, when we first moved in and all we had was, like, a mattress, it looked like a box that we were living in.
Yeah, that was, like, sad.
It was a sad, sad time.
Yes.
And then once we added, like, I mean, think about, like, its last final form. It's Animorph.
I'm sorry, I'm looking behind you. Lila's face first onto the glass stovetop. Oh my God.
He needs to fuck off. So, what I was going to say was that once we, like, had the couch and shit in our apartment, like, it just looked like it didn't look like an apartment that would ever be able to have a couch. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So it was surprising that we actually were able to do that.
Yeah, and then once we put our furniture in here and, like, arranged it in what I think is probably going to be its final layout already, I think we're really good at finding...
It's maybe, those, like, 17 times beforehand where we looked at the layout and decided where we wanted things might have paid off.
Well, I mean, we got rid of a bookcase that just really didn't fit in here, and, I mean, there were a couple of surprises, but, like, otherwise, I think we have everything in a really good spot, and...
Definitely.
Obviously, we're going to be, like, slowly adding the other shit that we're going to need for it. The only thing we bought so far was, like, random odds and ends, like, command strips and shit, and the bar stools. Because ours are too short, which we already knew, but we're going to use them as, like, little end tables. Yeah.
So it's just, like, I can't comprehend just how much space there is in here. And I know it's still, like, a studio, but, like,
I'm fine with this.
I am totally fine with this. I really don't need a lot of space. I just think it's more space to clean. And so, like, it's amazing. Like, the cats have so much more space to run around. The hallway is wider.
When we opened the door to our last apartment, you had to walk in single file, and even then it was kind of, like, awkward.
Yeah.
In this apartment, like, there's no fucking... You could walk in, like, 4 people wide, and it'd be fine. Like, it's fucked up.
And just the layout of this place makes a lot more sense. There's still a long hallway, which I'm happy because the cats like to run up and down the hallway.
Yeah.
So there's a nice long hallway, but, like, the entrance to the apartment isn't at the end of that hallway.
I know.
That's, like, they kept all the doors all to one space because that's where both closets and the bathroom are at the end of the hallway, and at the other end is the entrance to the place and also everything else.
Because, like, I like having a hallway in general because I feel like it gives the illusion that we have, like, an extra wing or whatever. And I had a couple of people asked us if, like, we had extra bedrooms because I had, like, shown on Snapchat that hallway. Yeah. And it's just, like, 2 closets and a bathroom, but it looks like we have, like, all this extra space.
It's just a way smarter planned space. And speaking of the closets, though, like, again, those looked like... Obviously, like, one of them's a walk-in closet, another one's more of, like, a linen-style closet, but looking into both of them, it's like, oh yeah, I guess these are good sizes, but they don't look like that large. But then we started throwing like bags of clothes and stuff into there, and it's like, holy shit, this is like huge.
I know, like, I'm excited to have all this storage, and like, obviously in the last apartment we were kind of like bursting at the seams.
Yeah,
I mean, for a time we were storing things in your car.
Yes,
like
yeah,
it was a mess. And I remember like when we saw that one of the things that this building has is like you can pay for like a storage container thing, like in their basement or some shit. I don't even know where it is.
Yeah, it's in the basement, and I'd totally be up for that for like seasonal shit.
I know, but like, I mean, we don't have a Christmas tree. We got rid of our old one because it like burnt out this Christmas. So
yeah, it was time to retire.
Yeah, and plus, I'm thinking like we're gonna get a fucking big ass one this year.
Oh my god, yeah, I didn't even think about that now. Like in this corner,
I know. I was looking at this corner
like
too.
that would be perfect. We'd get like a full size fucking Christmas tree.
Because on Black Friday at Target, they had so many good deals on the pre-lit ones, which are me, and they're like 6 foot, and like our last one was awesome. Like 3.5, maybe 4 feet.
Yeah,
but I want one so bad. But I don't even think we'd really need a storage fucking thingy because I feel like we were bursting at the seams in the last apartment, and this one I feel like we have so much more room to grow and get the things that we've been putting off buying forever because we don't have space.
Like all of our clothes are actually going to fit in the closets, and so we don't.
We were storing clothes in our kitchen cabinets.
Yeah, I know exactly. So we have enough space for like, you know, there's the seasonal shit that like we put away into like a suitcase or something like that. And, you know, and like we'll just have all the space in the world in the closets for actually just clothes, and so we can have all of the other storage space, which there's a ton of in the kitchen.
I know. Our mugs, guys. Oh my god. We had no room for mugs in the last apartment. Yeah. Now we have like hella room for mugs.
Speaking of mugs, we got mugs. And if you want to buy a mug,
go
to CoffeeWithChrachel.net.
Yeah, or districtlines.com/Rachel Whitehurst.
Yeah.
But good plug there, Chris. Good job. But honestly, I'm really excited for mine to get here so that I can like have it.
Definitely, I want it so bad.
I know, and I'm getting because you guys always send us really cute artwork for Coffee with Rachel to our PO box, which by the way still hasn't changed yet, but we will let you guys know when we change it.
It might change by the next episode, but maybe not.
Okay, we'll keep you posted. We're on Twitter, but basically, a lot of you guys have like sent us really cute illustrations. Some of us have gotten needle points. Okay, yes. That was cool. And so I'm getting these really cute. They're white bulletin boards, and they look like the texture of white brick, and they're really cute. I forget what website they're on, but I'll link it or something. But anyway, I'm gonna get that.
Is it CB2?
No, it was. Okay. I think it might have been Dot and Bow.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember. Either way, they're really adorable, and I want to get like a couple of the panels if they're not terribly expensive.
Yes.
And I want to put them above my computer and then hang all the like little cute things you guys have sent us because some of the things are like adorable, and I don't have a spot to put them right now. So
yeah, we definitely didn't have a spot in the last place.
I know.
Now we will.
We have a huge folder full of every letter that we've gotten from you guys, and like I can't wait to like actually have like a little filing system and shit.
Yeah.
But it's so exciting. And, like, the view. Okay, like, we've talked about this before. Our last apartment, we had a sick view when we first moved in. It was fabulous.
I just remember the first day when we walked in there, and, like, we were on the high of, like, you know, we just made it to Seattle. Like, we just fucking did
We had never even been here before.
And just, like, I remember ending the day just, like, being in that room. And just like, this was our small little space in the big city, and like looking out, and we had this beautiful view of the skyline.
It was so gorgeous, and then it just slowly disappeared, and that's fine. But like, we haven't had a view for like the last year, I'd say.
Besides porta potties.
Yeah, I know. And like, we were saying when we moved to this apartment, because originally we were going to be living like a couple floors down, which in hindsight, I am so glad we're not, because this fucking view that we ended up with somehow.
It was amazing.
And we were like expecting, you know, the worst. Like, we didn't even care if we had a view at this point. We just were excited to have more space.
Yep.
And once we walked in and we saw it, we were like, well, okay.
So like, this building was literally built to have these views of the Space Needle.
I swear, like
it is definitely facing that exact direction. And I
for
mean,
a
like
reason.
every side of this building gets like a sick view.
Yeah, you just have like different like
it's like
ones.
ocean or city or Space Needle or mountains.
And like I'm cool with every one of those.
Yeah, they're all fucking crazy.
But I mean, it's just like, you know, for the like our families, I guess, like your family, at home, like, you know, we moved to Seattle and they were probably like, the fuck? Like, you know, it's random, like a random city, but like I'm sure the one thing they know about Seattle is the fucking Space Needle.
Yeah.
And Grey's Anatomy and Rain.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, and Rain.
And like, think about when they fucking visit and they're gonna be like, what? You know what I mean? It's just wild. Like nothing, it's just
crazy. You know?
I never expected this.
It's pretty fucking cool. And there's actually trees outside of our apartment. So we can see like the seasons changing and stuff. There's definitely, it looks like there's a birch tree out
You can
there.
see the monorail.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. Like, that's very Metropolis.
Yes.
Which I enjoy,
It's
you know?
all very awesome.
I don't know, just exciting shit. And obviously, like, the building has a gym. And when we were, like, U-hauling and doing all that stuff, and I was, like, outside the building, like, I only saw one dude use that gym. And I was like, okay, this is great. Like, it's going to be open. I mean, we were there, like, at a prime time, too.
Yeah.
So.
And so we talked about changing P.O. Box. Like, we have a post office that's, like, really close by. So, like, it's not going to be, like...
a pain in the ass to get there.
Yeah, because...
If you ever are wondering why it takes us forever to get to your stuff, it's because, like, it was just a drive.
Yeah, our P.O. Box right now is, like, really far away.
But
that'll
be changed.
Yeah,
so now you can really drag us. Which is fine.
I was thinking about when we were moving in, one of the last things we put in, I think it was actually the last thing that we put in, was the mirror.
Oh my god.
So the funniest thing happened while we were pulling this mirror out. Like, do you want to tell the story?
Well, Chris was holding it and... now it just sounds stupid. But Chris was holding the mirror and we were trying to load it in the U-Haul. I originally did not want it put in the U-Haul because I thought it was going to crack.
Yeah.
And we ended up fitting it, which was fine. But, like, as you were, like... I guess you were just holding it and, like, kind of
I was
talking.
holding it, while we were trying to think about what we were doing.
And these, like, 3 dudes come up and they just start taking, like, selfies in it. And it was the funniest. It was so random. And it was just, I was like, are you guys taking selfies? They're like, yeah, of course. This is a fucking great ass mirror. And I was like, yes. It was so funny.
I'm so glad we could, help out the community on that day.
I know. And, like, think about the bomb selfie they just fucking took.
It was great. I love this mirror.
I know. I fucking love this mirror. And, like, I feel like we have the greatest spot to put it now. And I'm so excited because my background for my outfit of the days is gonna be my kitchen.
Oh, my God.
Which is, like, I gotta clean it. But don't worry. I'm gonna pull a Rebecca. Rebecca, if you're listening, I admire all of you. Okay? But Rebecca, like... just is a goddess, okay? And so I'm taking after her, and tonight at like fucking 12, I just went and I spruced up this whole kitchen, and I was like, this feels great. I'm gonna clean that fucking fridge.
Well, it's because, like, our old place, like, no matter how much we cleaned it, it's still, like, it could look dirty.
Oh my god, the floors.
The floors, yeah.
It's because they had, like, white paint splatter and it looked like crumbs. Here, no fucking crumbs.
Also, just the countertops were, like, a speckly pattern, and so it was, like, hard to tell if they were dirty or clean.
Now we got speckles.
Yeah, well, it's, like, black with just, like, some white specks
Silvery.
and glitter pieces in it, kind of.
Y'all, I, like, looked under the lip of the bar to make sure it wasn't a spray paint over wood like the last place.
Yes.
And to make sure it looked like a stone,
oh
and
my
it
God.
was.
Yeah, we just freshly sprayed your...
Yeah, remember when we came in, they were like, the countertops were freshly sprayed? I was like, what is that?
I never want my counters to be sprayed.
I mean, like, if it had been a different color, I think it could have looked okay. Like, there are some DIYs, Yeah. Like, if it was like a gray or a black, it could have looked okay. Mm-hmm. Let's not trash. That was our home.
Yes.
And I think we did a pretty good job at making it look cute. And I still have a lot of fondness.
Now I'm just dragging it because I'm on the high of like this place. But,
I know.
It was a really good apartment for
the first apartment here. Perfect.
Buying it across the country, it was a good
and location.
Place. Yeah,
it was just fabulous.
Was perfect.
So everything else about it, not so much, but it's fine.
Oh my god. We have to talk about the internet.
Oh my god, you guys.
So, we got fiber gigabit internet, which if you're a tech nerd, you're probably like, oh my god, it's so
what is
cool.
that? Like, why did we get that though?
So I can't actually tell you like why fiber is like so like cool. It's just like a faster way for internet to like information be transmitted. Like it's just a faster like physical cable.
Yeah, but did you upgrade us, or is that like what just we had to get?
So like internet is measured in bits per second, and so megabits per second, and like at our old place we had 100 megabits per second downloading speed, which is like really fucking fast.
Yeah,
but
I remember we were like screaming about that from like what we had used to have.
Yeah, like that was the highest. That's pretty much usually the highest you can get from a regular internet provider.
Yeah.
But now gigabit is what's coming across, and like people have Google Fiber and they're flipping out about it. Like it's 1,000 megabits per second, which is 10 times as fast as what we were having before.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, and so we also have this thing called a dual band router. So like we can, it's so techy and so nerdy, but it gets me so excited. But like basically like everything can be on the Wi-Fi. Like all of our devices, no matter what signal they transmit on, they can be on the Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi is fast as fuck.
Like literally, I think I posted it on Twitter. Like you would text me, you were like, "Yo, my text didn't even say delivered, and you already had your reply sent to me."
Yeah, it was fucking insane.
And like I was like opening up a new tab to like go into a new website, and like my finger hadn't even left like the enter button before the web page loaded, and like it used to take. I mean, this is stupid because like if you think about it, like it's really not that much of a wait time before, but like it's just so fast.
I'm thinking about uploading like podcasts and videos
YouTube
and stuff.
Like especially like a lengthy fucking video.
Yeah, exactly.
And like eventually when I upgrade my camera and it's gonna be like in a higher quality. You
Definitely.
know what I mean? I feel like it's just
And
like my computer was running faster. And I don't know. It was just great.
Before like the one thing about this building is that like it really cuts our cellular signal. Like I literally like will not have service if I'm not like near the windows.
Every text I was getting was like fucking 20 minutes late.
So we were just like sitting around today like so eager for the internet guy to show up because like
I was using my data.
Yeah.
I was playing Apple Music on my data because I was like, I'm not going to clean and not be able to listen to music. And I don't store music on my phone because I don't have space. I have like vlogs and shit. So I'm like, fuck this. And cat photos. But yeah, so I was like eating up all my data, and then they finally set it up, and I was like, yes. God,
that was the greatest moment. And then like as soon as
he
left,
he loved Lila.
Yeah.
Did you hear him? He was like, I like her claws.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
I know, it was weird.
It was a little weird.
He was like, okay, like I looked like shit. Like I was wearing the same outfit I wore the day I moved in. I have this giant cold sore that turned into a giant zit. And, like, I just look hella greasy today. I mean, I showered finally, but whatever. And he was just, like, being a weirdo. And I was, like, sitting in the bed, like, ah. And he was like, I think he meant paws. But he said, I like her claws. I was like, okay.
I'll go with it. Yeah, they're pretty cool.
I don't like that he knows where I live.
Oh, my God.
It's fine.
So,
all in all, I don't hate it.
Good time. And oh my god, this is like something really random, but I just looked over at it. The windows, they have screens on them, but the screens are on the inside, and so the windows can swing outward. But they have like these little like kind of like I don't know panels that you can like pull open
so
to like
you can put your hand out
to open up the window, and then you close the panel again, so it's a screen, a full screen again, and that's great for the cats. Like
yeah, I know, so, and also. You can stick your hand out and clean the outside of the window because it rains here all the time, and like the windows in the last place you could not do that shit. But here I can clean the windows, and it looks like random, but like it's a pet peeve of mine when I'm trying to take photos of the sky and it's just like dirt, and I can actually clean these windows.
Well, hey, these windows actually too, the sealant in between the two panes of the window isn't broken, so it's not like foggy as fucking. Like, you know how our old windows were foggy because the panes the seal was broken?
It always looked like our windows were dirty and steamed, and I was like, this looks like shit. But, like, also our door, everything is, like, insulated, and everything closes, and there's not, like, a giant, like, inch of space underneath every door. So I'm, like, really excited for, like, The only weird thing is there's no fan in the bathroom.
Yeah, and there's also none by the oven in the kitchen.
That we've found yet.
Yeah.
I feel like there might be, and we just haven't found the one in the kitchen. But also, the stove is, like, in the middle of the room, and there's, like, nothing above it. And, like, if you have your window open, I feel like it'd be fine. But
yeah, I'm not as worried about that one.
Yeah, but the bathroom is weird, because the bathroom is obviously really small, but I don't give a fuck.
And it's really far away from the windows, too.
Like, yeah, so it's kind of weird. So, I mean, obviously, when I'm home by myself, like, I'm going to shower with, like, the door cracked open anyway, but it would be weird if we had guests. But when does that happen? When I'm showering?
What?
But, yeah. And I probably won't, like, as much as I usually bring my phone into the bathroom and, like, play a podcast or, like, music. And I don't know if I'm going to want to leave it in there because it gets really steamy. I don't want to fuck up my phone. But, whatever.
Yeah, it's... This episode is just all about us gushing about this place.
Gushers.
But we are just so excited. We did not expect that this would happen so soon, especially after, like, the second half of last year.
Yeah.
And all of that shit. Never thought this would happen for, like, such a long time. I thought we were going to be in our old apartment for a lot longer.
And, you know, I honestly have never in my life could have imagined living in an apartment this nice.
Yeah.
Ever. Like, I don't believe that this is even ours sometimes. It's only been a day.
It's wild.
I don't know.
It's really wild.
It's fucked up. So, and also, like, it was so nice, like, the morning that we woke up for the move and everything on Tuesday, like, we were, you know, really stressed out and everything, but we were, like, really excited, and I got onto Twitter, and I hadn't even tweeted yet, and there were already, like, so many people being like, oh my god, it's your moving day, like, the fact that you guys were, like, just so fucking pumped, and, like, you were already, like, on the ball, and, like, you remembered, like, you guys are total strangers or whatever, and, like, you remembered, like, a date that we're moving, and that's why we're all so fucking close, and, like, it just really made it so much more exciting, and, like...
It warms my buns.
I know, my pork butt is so smoked, and, like, and, I don't know, and, like, I was on Snapchat, and, like... the people were reacting to the snaps that I was filming about everything, and it was just like, it was just so fun to, like, share that with you guys, because, you know, we do know, I mean, we were exciting and, like, showing our friends here and stuff, and we did have, like, a couple people come over and see it, but, like, it just felt like we were sharing, like, so much excitement with, like, all of these people, and it was just really nice, and fuck.
we're a nice couple of gushers.
I know. I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited about everything and all of the things that we're going to be able to, like, do in here, and oh my god, like, having fucking space to do yoga again, like,
oh my god, I didn't even think about that.
I don't even know where I'm going to do it. I have so many options.
Yeah, you do.
Like, it's fucked up.
Yo, this is really random, but, like, every single fucking outlet and switch, electrical switch, works in this place.
Outlets that work. Literally,
it's, like, wild.
I would say 75% of the outlets in our last apartment did not work.
Yeah, or they were, like, super finicky.
And you had to have, like, something prop up the plug.
Yeah, it had to be, like, at a certain angle for this to work.
God, fuck that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just, like, thinking of all the, like, little things that, like, when we were talking about this earlier, like, all of these upgrades were, like, overwhelmed. And it's just making me realize how much stuff we were putting up with that, like, we didn't even really, like, complain about until, like, now. I'm like, you know, I guess the only thing that I complain about is, like, the fan in the bathroom. Like, I feel like that's just weird that doesn't exist, but it's fine. Yeah, it's a little weird. I mean, it's there. I mean, hopefully it doesn't, like, fuck up the wall. Yeah. And also, God, there was, like, one other thing that I was going to say, but now I don't remember. Fuck. Well, whatever, who cares?
It must be not that important.
It must not be. I mean, yeah, that's really it. Like, it's crazy.
Also, our front door is a nice olive green.
I like that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's the small touches, guys. You know, like, we're all about that.
We have a doorbell.
Yeah, we have a doorbell.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's wild.
It's weird.
And the internet guy rang it, and it was like, oh my god, coming.
I know, it was weird, and I don't know, like, I kind of don't want it to ever ring.
Oh my god, no, it's terrifying.
I think, like, if it rings, I'm gonna, like, lose my fucking shit. I hear people walk by the door.
The cats are probably gonna jump out of their skins, like.
They already do that when I flush. You know what? You can tell how big the apartment is because earlier I was in the bathroom and I was trying to talk to you, and you couldn't hear me.
Yeah.
And that was crazy, because I literally have had so many conversations, me on the toilet and him in the kitchen. Like, and it's like, I don't even have to project.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
This is also something really random, but I'm just looking at things and the things keep coming to mind. Like, inside the fridge, there's clear shelves and clear drawers.
It's a nice-ass fridge. I'm pumped.
Yeah, it's really, really nice fridge, but like...
You can see what's in your drawers.
Yeah, we can see what we have, so like, we're like, oh hey, that kale's about to go bad, better use that in a smoothie.
Yeah. So. And they gave us ice cube trays. Like, how thoughtful. Once again, all we got from the other place was a plunger that they left there on accident.
Yes.
Which we're leaving there. I think we're just going to pass down the plunge.
Yeah.
You know, for that apartment.
For the next person taking the plunge.
Polar bear plunge. Not really. More like the...
honestly,
who knows? Who cares? Where was I going with this?
Oh, God.
Just fuck me up, guys. Honestly, I wish you guys could all come over and just, you know, hang out and play Scrabble with us, because our Scrabble board did make it. So that's fine.
We're not near... I'm just thinking about more wild things.
Go for it, wild.
We are not near... Like, our old apartment was, like, right next to the on-ramp to I-5, which is, like, the biggest highway that goes through the middle of Seattle, and so... It was traffic like all the time, and that's like where all the traffic from the city was like converging to get onto the highway.
Yeah. So I honestly think it would be a good time to get into Bencherinos.
Yeah, we've been gushing about this for long enough. I guess we could do that.
I promise that our next episode will be more topical things, but this is my moment, bitch.
Yeah, we have been talking this up forever.
So I thought about a really good theme for the Benjos this night.
Yeah.
This night
in particular.
This lonely night. I was thinking what the benches would be doing at IKEA, because I feel like we're going to be spending a lot of time at IKEA in the next couple weeks.
I always love IKEA.
And it's like a good moving kind of thing. Yeah. But if you want to help support Coffee with Crachel, which is this show you're listening to right now, you can check us out at patreon.com/coffeewithchrachel to become a bencho and help this show be thing.
All right, let's start off going into IKEA with Danielle Manus.
All right, Danielle, you are asking a manager about
the current sale that is going on.
True, you had to ask a manager for that.
Yeah.
A manager.
Okay, a manager. Kate Convery.
Kate is
having a conversation with the cashier in the cafeteria.
Oh, good call.
Nicole Dowling.
Nicole is downloading an app to get some coupons.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm sure IKEA probably has an app.
Maybe.
Let's go with that. Caitlin Shalda.
Caitlin is getting a lint-resistant bedding set for her bed.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Lint.
Yeah, I was wondering where you were tying that in. All right, Carissa. Carissa is carousing around the parking lot trying to find the most prime space.
There it is.
Cater Liriano.
Cater is leering at someone who took the last leg to a desk.
Oh my god.
That he's putting together.
Wow, that sucks.
Someone is drinking extremely loudly.
Squeezy. Sloan Fuller.
Sloan is getting a second cart because the first one couldn't be any more full. Couldn't be fuller.
Yeah, I thought that you were going to say, and you changed it. Why?
Halfway through, I forgot what I was saying, to be honest with you.
Oh, shit. Haley Dixon.
Haley is looking for her son who is lost in, like, that child making the kids stop screaming area.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. That was son for Dixon.
Yeah.
Stephanie
is looking for a pillow stuffing to put in, like, a pillowcase sham or whatever.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, just like the blank pillow and you put it inside of a little...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Gotcha.
I get it. Angelica Feliz.
Angelica is feeling a bunch of throw blankets.
Oh, yes.
That's me.
Rebecca O'Donnell.
Rebecca is beckoning a salesperson over to ask about a pronunciation of one of the things.
Yeah, I would definitely be asking about that too. Kelsey Gillis.
Kelsey is guilty of spending too much time testing out the couches.
Oh. Sammy.
Sammy is getting a sandwich.
A Sammy,
as they say, at the thing where you get food there.
The cafeteria.
Is it really called a cafeteria?
I don't know. That's what I'm calling it.
The cafe.
Michaela Berlingeri.
Michaela is barely able to not lose her shit because the woman in front of her in line just took the last microfiber towel.
Okay.
That was a long one.
Brittany Cella.
Brittany just whacked her knee, rounding a corner by the ottomans.
Oof. Kendall Berg.
Kendall is saying, bury me with this throw pillow, because it's great.
Allie McGregor.
Allie is in an alleyway behind IKEA selling pillows.
That you stole off a supply truck.
There it is.
Perfect. Megan Grilly.
Ooh, Megan is getting grilled by a customer because you work at IKEA and you are not having a good day.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Chloe Killip.
Chloe is
staying in the store till closing time, and the employees have to yell at you to get out.
Ooh, nice.
Kayla Cross.
Kayla is crossing a room full of desks, trying to find the right fit.
Okay. Grace Levy.
Grace is leaving the section of all the lighting after getting a headache.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Cassandra Buckout
Cassandra
has her buck out because that's all she needs to get a coffee at the cafeteria.
Good.
Casey McDaniel.
Casey is looking for some sort of case to keep jewelry in.
Perfect.
Great.
Yeah. Dana Marie Smith.
Dana is smiling because she found a rug on sale.
Oh.
Me.
Maddie Pullman.
Maddie
is leaning against a pole in the couch department because your family's taking too long to pick out a new couch. Amanda Marie.
Amanda is... Oh, sorry, I'm just so distracted by you.
Jesus Christ.
Amanda is...
Amazed by
the selection
yes
of trays.
Okay. Squeezy, shut the fuck up.
He's so crazy.
Oh god.
He's like, guys, I got an answer.
Jane Shell.
Jane is looking for a cabinet in a off-white / shell color.
Oh. Camellia Mulkey.
Camellia is getting a meal
okay.
at the cafeteria. Apparently the meatballs there are the tits, according to Nicola Foti.
Caitlin Whalen.
Caitlin is lending a hand to someone who can't get a large piece of wood down.
How nice.
Which is not a problem Chris has.
Hannah Neely.
Hannah is
looking for a nice oven mitt to use on her hand.
Oh, good point.
Yes.
That's where you put him.
Oh, fuck. Lucy Ravenscroft.
Lucy is raving about the quality of a table that she bought, and she just went back to the store to tell him how great it is.
Oh, how nice.
You could have done that online.
Sarah Fairbanks.
Sarah is calling her bank to make sure she has enough money to buy all this shit.
Cody Robinson.
Cody is... I always want to say robbing things.
Oh my god.
Is looking for the barcode on an item, because you're scanning, bitch.
Oh. Tegan Anderson.
Tegan is getting a bunch of teacups for...
A tea party you're throwing next week.
Or just life.
For life. Lauren Siobhan.
Lauren is... shifting things around in her cart.
Trying to make space for more shit. Mm-hmm. Amber Phillips.
Amber is burying a mug behind a placemat so that nobody else buys it.
Oh, good call.
I used to do that shit.
Mm-hmm. Allison Francois.
Allison is...
frankly upset with the selection of silverware.
Good call.
Haley Cadwalder.
Haley
Is looking for a nice wall mirror because, you know, you want to take some nice outfit of the days.
There it is.
Maria Spanos.
Maria is expanding her horizons and checking out a colorful lamp.
Oh. Katie Gallardo.
Katie is looking at 80 different wall shelves.
Good play on words there.
You get me?
Tina Tompkins.
Tina is going to come back tomorrow.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying?
When you can borrow your friend's truck.
There it is.
Sarah Seaman.
Sarah is seated in a plush chair.
Yes.
That plush comfort.
Dana Daly.
Dana is looking
dangerously close to buying this
cocktail shaker
that you don't need. Megan Wilson.
Megan is willing to be here as long as it takes. Because that's what IKEA...
What for? We don't know.
Like, honestly,
but you're willing to be here.
That's the mindset when you go in there. You're like, I know it's going to be 8 hours. You're not going to see me until I've had a cinnamon bun.
Kelly K.
Kelly is catering to the needs of a customer by showing them the proper way to install this shelving unit.
Claire Wood.
Claire is
inquiring about the types of wood that are used in this desk.
That's good.
Kelly Adams.
Kelly is adding up the amount of money she's about to spend.
Oh, yeah. Temple Murray.
Temple is looking at the ample sink options.
Okay. They do have a lot of sinks.
Options.
Hannah Peterson.
Hannah is
peering around the corner to see if the screaming child has moved on further or not.
Did you mean me?
Yeah. Yes, you.
I'm the screaming child. That's Daniela.
Oh my god. Jenna Gordonier.
Jenna is ending up with a whole lot of napkins.
Oh shit. Sasha.
Sasha is impressed with the soft plushness of this one throw blanket.
Michaela Jernigan.
Michaela is
on a journey to discover something new and fresh in this IKEA trip.
That's always the journey.
That's always the journey. Brandy Coates.
Brandy is looking for a way to...
Looking for a nice coat rack.
Yeah, there are none. You just have to use it in your cart. You know? It's fine.
Oh, I meant like that she's gonna buy, like, for her house.
I forgot what was happening, honestly.
Sarah.
Sarah is staring at a woman who is just really nice looking.
Bridget Dubin.
Bridget is looking in a sale bin.
Oh.
For clearance items.
Yes. Grayson Clark.
Grayson is sinning in the parking lot.
We'll let you decide what that is.
It can mean anything.
Vlyn Vance.
Vlyn is looking up items in advance because you're not buying, you're just browsing. Binge.
Oh my god.
That's it.
Hillary Gay.
Hillary, you are remodeling your new home and you're looking for a counter.
Oh.
They have those.
Anna Hernandez.
Anna is hurdling over
a
table
that just fell in your way. Things are falling apart. Jennifer Holtz.
Probably because they built it. Jennifer is holding someone's bag for them while they touch counter. That.
Courtney White.
Courtney wants an all-white kitchen with all the bells and whistles.
Yes. Elizabeth Doles.
Elizabeth is listening to an argument happening by the enamel cups.
Okay. That's something.
That was something.
Shelley Smith.
Shelley is looking for a yellow. Get it?
Oh.
Yellow area rug.
Okay. Mackenzie Knight.
Mackenzie is
looking for a sturdy desk for her MacBook.
Oh, intrigue.
Yes. Rachel Evans.
Rachel is eventually gonna leave this store.
Oh, yes.
Like, it's gonna happen. It's been like 12 hours.
Maybe just one more hour.
Yeah.
So what are the other benches doing in IKEA?
Alright. The rest of the benches, I feel as though they are...
They're all in the warehouse part of IKEA, trying to find all the pieces to put together their furniture.
Yeah, because honestly, that's like the hardest part.
That's like half the battle.
I know.
Alright, so we got Emma Corbeil.
Yes.
Kathleen Hun.
Hey.
Elena Barcia.
Leave me.
Zoe Yarmowicz.
You gotta go.
Katie Hart.
Get going.
Ian Murphy.
Please don't.
Elizabeth Holbrook.
I'm not interested.
Brynja.
Listen.
Cecilia Gonzalez.
I'll pass.
Jackie Bergiulio.
I can do better.
Kelsey Mix.
You gotta leave.
Hannah May.
I'm not interested.
Rose Barnett.
Never mind.
And Jax.
Please go away.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Do you guys like the negativity? I don't know. I still don't know what to do, and I need help. So please, someone give me a fucking lesson. Honestly, cut that all out.
Yeah.
Wow, so that was something else, wasn't it?
That was beautiful.
Thank you guys for going to IKEA with us. I'm trying to find what I did with my mug.
Oh, it's right over there. Okay.
To set the scene, guys, it's like 1 a.m. Okay, it's 2.
It's 2 a.m.
I need to sleep at some point.
Yeah, we should do that. It's a good thing we just drank coffee.
I know. That was dumb. We probably should have just faked it.
Yeah, we should have faked it.
But it's fine. It's fine.
Authenticity is what we strive for on this show.
And that is true in all aspects.
Yes. This was a good time. We're very excited.
Hopefully, we will continue to have some updates on things.
Yes.
As they progress.
We will definitely let you all know.
Yeah. Thanks for having a cup of coffee with us and listening to us talk about our new apartment. And we'll be back with some more fun topics
on
the
Sunday.
next time. Oh, yeah, Sunday. There it is.
All right. See you later.
Bye.
That was a HeadGum podcast.